Chat, in none of what I've exposed about Charlamagne or all of these people have I ever said that I'm an angel. I gamble like a motherfucker, and I rock with steak. Never denied it. Never hide from it. I say it. I tweet it. I do whatever. It's only the people who are sitting on soapboxes saying, well, that's wrong. That's bad. That's not good for the community. You're fucking up their mental health. And then when we look at them, we realize they've done even worse. That's the problem we have, chat. Can't live in a glass house and start throwing these stones. And I'm really disappointed by Rock Nation because I feel like they have my man Integrity going up in flames. Honestly. It's almost to the point where this is what I predict. Charlamagne might have to drop his best game in years in this live podcast or whatever we're doing to save or salvage his reputation. But that's how much I care about him still. Because if I said, nah, I'm not going to indulge, his reputation looked like his kaput. Rock Nation looked like they're still in the dumps. It looks like whatever they had set out to do didn't materialize. And I'm kind of looking at both of them. I'm like, if I don't participate, I don't think it helps y'all cause. But you know what? I'm here for the truth, not just to run propaganda. Because I realized I could just say, nah, I'm good. Nah, nigga, go speak on your own. But I'm going to give him the opportunity. Even though I think it's going to be a lot of deflecting. Oh, but what about George? Well, what about you? Cool. The point of the matter is what I've said. Nobody got a problem with Charlamagne working for Rock Nation or if Jay's his man. The thing is, your whole thing was that you were a neutral party. You told me, you told others, that was your thing. And in a few minutes, and I'm going to take credit for that. I'll do the pat on the back. It all got exposed.
You smelt the bag, and I hate to say this, my brother, but this is how it works. You was with Colin, wearing the jersey with him, phone calling him and everything. Y'all was communicating. And you either got a call, a whiff, that the NFL wants to talk to you. Somewhere in there, you made a decision. Jukes. But it's okay. Brooklyn. I understand it. You a hustler. I understand you, bro. But I keep it a buck, man. Most Brooklyn and hustlers, they just say what it is, man. I'm going to get that money. That's what the part you're not saying, Jay-Z. I'm going to get that.
By the way, Funk Flex and also Dame Dash. Respectfully. And I know it might come across like I'm popping my shit. But respectfully, this is where y'all should have told Charlamagne he dealing with a different beast when it comes to me. And really the squad. Dame, him and you been battling for 12 years. You've been saying, why you keep wearing that hat? What? You ain't had the proof. I came with the proof. Funk Flex, you've thrown a lot at Charlamagne when y'all went at y'all radio back and forth. You got messy. I didn't have to get messy. I just brought out the facts. I brought out the facts. It's okay. I'll tell you this. With someone like Charla, and I'm looking at some other shit too. Because I've connected the whole thing. That's how you got to defeat him.
That money. Once again, I like 9 out of the 10 things that Jay-Z does. This one is just a subject matter that's been coming up, and we talking about it. Now, we're not going to fast forward. We're going to keep moving. Then we get Leonard in there. Leonard, what's his name?
McKeevy?
No, cool. Don't diss him. See the guard?
Yeah.
He's at this press conference. And to be honest, once again, your accomplishments are great, my brother. But see the guard, you made your name off the street, and everybody that believes in you on that World Star World, online, the grind, everybody from the street. That's where you made your name. So then when you get up into some press conference in the NFL and you start stuttering, looking stupid, that ain't an act. Because now that we learn after Akademiks has exposed you that this is a prior partnership that y'all did.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And the problem is with the both of y'all is you're duping the public. That's the part in here. So you thought it was okay for Jay to say we're past kneeling and everything else. You sat there, you didn't say nothing. You could tell people behind the scenes what you said got edited out. We don't believe you. It's cool. And to be honest,
wait, Flex is saying that Charlamagne gave a speech with the. So if you don't know how the whole thing with the NFL happened, basically the players started kneeling because they felt like the NFL didn't stand for, full equality, descent third, and like care about black social issues. Black players started kneeling. That was fucking up the bag. So you had sponsors who said, hey, we're not going to keep paying money. If like when you're playing the national anthem, some of your players, including your most important player, like especially like a quarterback of a team, Colin Kaepernick, he's kneeling. You got to cut that out. The NFL tried. They tried to donate money. That wasn't the thing. The players had the thought of mind that using that platform was going to be what they need to do to cause awareness. So now it's not only about their play, they were using it for social justice issues. The NFL was hemorrhaging money. They're also losing viewership because a lot of people say, hey, we're not watching this unless you take some actual actions. Start suspending these guys. Kick them out of the league. They couldn't really kick these guys out of the league. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now, this was the interesting part. Colin Kaepernick, who was kind of negotiating with them and trying to figure out a solution, clearly he was either driving too hard of a bargain or they were just like, let's get this fucking nappy-headed Negro out of here. Jay-Z came in and they struck a deal really quickly. Now, it's not only the deal that got struck that kind of caused the players to stop, and Jay-Z infamously said, we're past kneeling. It was also the intent. So the intent with that caused people to look beyond, and I keep telling you, it's a Trojan horse effect. We looked past Jay-Z going across the picket line. If you guys don't know about unions and shit like that, a lot of companies have unions. And when the union now says, hey, we're, protesting or whatever, he who goes against the picket line goes against the union. That's what Jay-Z essentially did. Jay-Z said, no, I could stop this protesting. Now, Jay-Z did a real sleight of hand. And this is where we talk about these puppets or shills, because those are the people who are going to sell this ideology. Sorry. So what is this ideology? Let me break it down real quick. I don't know if you guys remember it. One of the reasons why people actually listened to Jay-Z and was like, maybe we should stop kneeling. Obviously, there was some time that elapsed that people was like, you know what, it's been a while. But Jay-Z had kind of, through the puppets and shills, put out this narrative that, hey, the NFL was so apologetic that not only were they going to appease whatever Jay-Z's demands were, they were going to also give Jay-Z ownership of a NFL team. Do y'all remember that? So of course now people are like, all right, that's one way to kind of fix it. Put somebody black, one of our black leaders, Jay-Z. Give him a team. Did y'all remember that? Did Jay-Z ever get a team? Did anybody black ever get a team? No. What happened was that it was the quickest and the most eloquent sleight of hand. They gave Jay-Z the entertainment job at the Super Bowl, turning to be controlling the halftime show. The halftime show that he could pick anybody who wants, that he could iron, grind whatever axes he had to grind and also leverage whatever he had to leverage. The point what I'm trying to say is that when these things have been brought up, there was always shills. Now, Charlotte is the first time I've seen them activate Charlotte in a way where it's very definite now. Like, we've usually seen, light defenses, whatever. These days, Charlotte is like, take me. It's like some Amistad shit. This is like 12 years of slavery. This is like Django rechained. This is